Hello, my name is Tara Sklar. I am a professor of health law and the director of the Health Law and Policy program here at the University of Arizona, James E. Rogers College of Law. And it is such a delight to speak with one of our professors into our Health Law and Policy program, Professor Elizabeth Hall-Lipsey, over from the College of Pharmacy. She's also the director of the PharmD Forward program. And we've been working with her since the very beginning, even as we were conceptualizing what the Health Law and Policy program is and could be. And she is in every way a critical part of our program, and just thrilled that she could be with us. And she teaches a course within the program on the liability and regulation of healthcare professionals. And today we're going to hear a little bit more about her, along with what's involved in the course, and with some key takeaways. So, Professor Hall-Lipsey, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me. I was so excited to be a part of developing this kind of a certificate program because in my past life, I worked for 3.5 years working in medical malpractice litigation and other litigation, where we really had a difficult time working with healthcare providers who didn't necessarily understand that process. And so we thought it would be a great opportunity, since most health professions curricula don't really have space in their curriculums to talk about things like medical malpractice or liability. And so conceptualizing this course where it fits into that health law for health professionals, really you have a course that talks about healthcare organization, healthcare delivery, but this is the course where we get to talk about what are the laws that apply to healthcare providers.
Oh, that's great. And as you've noted within the structure of the program, a key feature, it's also offered in the summer, which is really highly desirable for a lot of our working professionals in healthcare. What type of students are you this will now be the third time you're offering the course. What type of students do you have in it?
So one of my favorite things is getting that diversity of students that the health law certificate really appeals to. So that means I get students from our health professional program, so medicine, nursing, pharmacy, public health, but we get also those health law students, whether those are JD or MLS students or students that are just interested in that health law certificate. And what I think the real strength of that class is to take every student from the background that they're coming from. So we'll have students who are from international locations who obviously have very different state and national law that address their healthcare providers, and so learning a little bit about the US system. But we have healthcare professionals who are coming at it from the perspective of their own profession, and we get those law students who are coming at it not only from the idea of being litigators or being involved in this, but also in terms of working in corporations and companies who have to make sure that their professionals and the folks that they credential and license are done so and are behaving and are complying with any of the regulations or requirements.
It's so great. It really fits how someone who's working in the field may face some of these issues with JD students who are representing either the administrator, the hospital side, or the patient. So it's a great exposure within the educational model. I love it. I know it's offered every summer in July and August over 6 weeks. And if you had to say, what are the key takeaways a student could expect to learn when they take the course, what would it be?
This is not a class where you can work individually or independently. This is a class where I've really intentionally wanted to put the students in environments where they're not only engaging with me and the material, but they're engaging most importantly with each other. And so one of the things that I really found in my law practice was it's really important to feel trust and comfortable interacting with the lawyer who's representing you, and as a lawyer, understanding your client and their profession and what they do. And so I want to make sure that students who participate in this class really have that space and time to work collaboratively with one another. And so we have things set up where we have debates, and I'll try to intentionally mix the students so that we have a mixture of law students with health professions or health professionals, so that we can really dig into some of those issues, because I think it's so much more compelling when you can learn from your peers and your classmates and colleagues than it is to just listen to a professor who's lecturing. So my favorite part about the class is getting to know the students and getting to see them interact with one another in ways where I feel like they take so much more away from the material.
That's great. And I know going forward, when our students become alumni, they can keep those connections, and that it's just important to both of their practices, whether as a healthcare professional or as an attorney.
Exactly.
I can tell you have a lot of passion about this course and the program. Can you let me know about one of your favorite parts?
So one of my favorite aspects of the class is the very last module assignment. And so this is an assignment where the health professional students are asked to come up with direct or cross-examination of experts, but our health professional students are asked to prepare what would be an expert witness sort of report. And we have a case fact scenario so that students can really dig in and understand exactly how that process of liability plays out. At the same time, we have the same case and fact pattern in front of the state board so that the students can really see in a practical real-world application how that case can proceed in front of their peers for their administrative discipline and how it may proceed in our civil justice system.
That's so great, and it speaks to that first point you made about if something happens and there is a complaint, not to hide from it, but to how to proactively address it. So it sounds like this system gives students a hypothetical scenario, so if it does happen, how they can act responsibly and resolve the issue, which is better for them and better for patient care.
Absolutely.
Great. Oh, love it. Thank you.